Okay, let us start this chapter. Am I audible clearly? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So this is the next chapter that we are going to start. Electrolysis. This chapter is taught in your school already.
No, sir.
Okay, so let us start. Can you read it? Introduction.
Sir, but no one joined it.
But what to do? I've already sent the message at 4:30. It's not unusual, no? Every week we have at 4:30 only. They should have joined it by now. Fine, I'll send the recording later. Okay, इसको शुरू करिए. Introduction.
Electrolysis. The word electrolysis can be split into electro, meaning electricity, that is flow of electrons, and lysis, meaning pertaining to. Electrolysis and non-electrolytes. Compounds which conduct electricity when dissolved in water or in the molten state are called electrolytes. Example, NaCl, CuSO4, etc. While those which do not conduct electricity are called non-electrolytes. Example, alcohol, sugar solution.
Okay, so you understand the difference. What are going to be electrolytes and what are going to be non-electrolytes? Any substance that is going to break into ions. Okay? So as we know from that chapter on chemical bonding, we have studied that ionic compounds are those which are going to break into ions when put in water. Okay? And covalent compounds are those what they break into. They break into molecules. Okay? They don't break into ions. So electrolytes are those substances which are ionic in nature. Okay? Strong electrolytes. In electrolytes also there will be category. We'll discuss it later. For timing, you can understand that electrolytes are those substances which are, which release ions when put in water. Okay? And non-electrolytes are those which do not produce any ions in water. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now amongst electrolytes also there can be various categories of electrolytes. Okay? Some electrolytes will be strong electrolytes, some electrolytes will be weak electrolytes. So electrolytes can also be strong or weak. What is the difference between strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte?
So, strong electrolyte dissociate completely in their molten state, producing a stronger concentration of H plus or OH minus ion, while weak electrolyte dissociate partially in water, giving a lower concentration of H plus or OH minus ion.
Okay, not necessarily H plus and OH minus. It can be salt also. Okay, it can be any other cation. It can be any other anion. For example, NaCl. It is not going to give you H plus or OH minus. Okay, it is going to give you Na plus and Cl minus. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is also a strong electrolyte. So examples of strong electrolytes are strong acids. Okay. Strong acids or strong bases, strong bases, and all the salts. All the salts. Salts means ionic salts. Okay. All the salts are basically strong electrolytes, whether they are coming from weak acid or strong acid. Weak electrolytes are those electrolytes which break partially into water. So these are weak acids or weak bases and water. Water is also itself a weak electrolyte because it itself breaks it to H plus and OH minus to some degree. Okay, it is not going to completely break 1 mole to 1 mole ratio. You are not going to get here, but there will be some degree of dissociation we have studied, right? Remember degree of dissociation? Hello, Vishal.
Yes, sir.
You remember that degree of dissociation?
Yes, sir.
So here also you are going to have, let us say, 1 mole you have taken. This is 0, 0. So there will be some degree of dissociation. 1 minus alpha will remain. You will get this alpha, this alpha. So alpha will not be equal to 1 for a weak electrolyte. Okay. On the other hand, for these compounds, strong electrolytes, alpha will be 1. That is, 100% these are going to break into their constituents. Let us say 1 mole of sodium you have taken. So from this, it is going to become 0 after some time, and you will get 1 mole Na plus, 1 mole Cl minus. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just note it down, then we'll just clear it.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Then, okay. Vidushi can read from here. Electrolysis, electrolytic cell. Hello.
Electrolytic cell, a non-conducting vessel containing the electrolyte, anode electrode connected to the positive terminal of the battery, cathode electrode connected to the negative terminal of the battery. When the switch is on, the electrolyte starts dissociating. Current remaining the same, the glow on the bulb indicates whether the electrolyte is strong electrolyte by bright glow of the bulb, weak electrolyte by dim glow of the bulb, non-electrolyte when bulb does not glow.
Okay, so here here is a demonstration of this electrolysis experiment. Okay, so there is a device called as electrolytic cell. Uh, in the electrolytic cell, there is electrolyte. This liquid solution you are seeing. This is your electrolyte. Okay, the one which I marked with red. This is electrolyte. Okay, and the two rods you are seeing in this picture, they are respectively anode and cathode. Okay. Anode is connected to the positive terminal and cathode is connected to the negative terminal, right? Then when the switch is on, okay, so electrolyte starts to dissociate. Let us say this electrolyte is your CuSO4. Okay. It starts to dissociate into Cu plus 2 and SO4 2 minus. Okay. Current remaining the same, the glow of the bulb indicates where the electrolyte is. So in this case, depending on the intensity of light, okay, you can see if the electrolyte is a strong electrolyte or weak electrolyte. Let us say it is a strong electrolyte. In that case, what is going to happen? These ions will be very much large in number. Conductivity will be very, very high, and the uh, amount of current that is going to pass through the circuit, that will be higher. So the bulb will go brighter. Okay. In case of weak electrolyte, what is going to happen? Because the number of ions furnished are not as much as in the case of strong electrolyte, there will be a dim glow that you are going to observe. And in case of non-electrolyte, there is no ions, no formation of any ions. So there will be no conduction of electricity, no light. Is it clear to everyone? Hello? Anyone has any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, so just note this down.
Yes, sir. Done.
Yeah. Okay. Then, okay, terms involved in electrolysis. Who is going to read it? Okay, Vishal, you can read.
Electrolysis. Electrolysis is the decomposition of a chemical compound electrolyte in the aqueous or fused molten state by passage of a direct electric current resulting in discharge of ions as neutral atoms at the respective electrodes. Decomposition of electrolyte in aqueous or fused state by passage of electric current. NaCl gives Na1 plus Cl minus. Discharge of ions at neutral atoms at the respective electrodes. Na1 plus electron gives Na neutral atom. Cl minus minus 1 electron gives Cl neutral atom. Electrolysis involves a chemical change and is a redox reaction, oxidation and reduction.
Okay. So electrolysis is a decomposition of chemical compound. Okay. in the aqueous or molten state by the passage of a direct amount of electric current, resulting in discharge of ions as neutral atoms at the respective electrodes. Okay. So first of all, there is decomposition. The electrolyte is going to decompose into Na plus and Cl minus. Okay. Then at the cathode, what is going to happen? At the cathode, the Na plus ion is going to accept one electron and it is going to form sodium atom, which will be neutral. Okay. Similarly, at the anode, the Cl minus is going to lose one electron and it is going to convert into Cl. Okay. For example, let me draw a diagram for this. Then, as you can see in the picture on the previous page, okay, so the end that is connected to the positive part, that is anode, and the end that is connected to the negative part of battery, that is called as cathode. Okay, we'll draw the same. There is our bulb. This is a positive, this is a negative. The one connected to the positive is called as, sorry, anode. This is your anode. This is your cathode. Okay. And here they have taken the example of a solution of NaCl. This is your NaCl. So first of all, what is going to happen? This NaCl is going to break into Na plus and Cl minus ions. Okay. Now this Na plus is going to accept an electron. This is going to take place at the cathode end. So at this end, what is the reaction that is going on? Na plus is accepting one electron and it is getting converted to Na. Okay. On this side, what reaction is taking place? Cl minus is losing an electron and it is getting converted into Cl. Okay. Neutral atom. So in this process, you see one electron is released. Okay. That is how this reaction is taking place. Okay. And the same electron is going to get consumed over here and it is getting converted to Na. Is it clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how this is a redox reaction? Okay. So, I have taught you redox reaction, right? In some chapter.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, how this is a redox reaction? How these reactions are redox reaction? Vishal, can you tell?
Sir, because at cathode Na accepts one electron and reduction reactions occur, and at anode Cl loses one electron and oxidation reaction occurs. So
Okay,
both
so
reduction and oxidation occur simultaneously.
What is the definition of reduction and what is the definition of oxidation?
So the reduction is the process by which an atom loses oxygen or gains hydrogen.
No, in terms of electrons. Here, oxygen and hydrogen are not getting lost. No, electrons are getting.
Yes, sir. Then the process in which an atom loses an electron is called reduction reaction.
No, loses an electron is oxidation reaction. Accepts an electron, that is reduction. Able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Accepts an electron, that is reduction. Okay. So one keynote you can because students gets confused in this, what is oxidation, what is reduction. So you can just remember this key point, okay? That in reduction, charge gets reduced, okay? Charge gets reduced, and corollary to this will be in oxidation, charge gets increased, okay? So in reduction, as in the first case, you can see this is a reduction. So charge on sodium is +1. Here it is 0. So the charge has got reduced from +1 to 0. Okay. In case of oxidation, charge increases. So from -1, it has become 0. From negative, if it becomes 0, then it is an increase in charge, right? So this is the keynote. You have to remember it. समझ में आया ये आपको, विदुषी?
Yes, sir.
विशाल आपको?
Yes, sir.
ओके, चलो ठीक है. Just note it down, फिर हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं. Done? Should I clear this?
Yes, sir.
Next question is electrolytes and non-electrolytes. Vidushi, read it.
Electrolytes, chemical compounds which conduct electricity in the fused or in aqueous solution state and undergo chemical decomposition due to the flow of current through it. Electrolytes are ionic compounds. Particles in electrolytes are ions only or ions in molecules only. Examples: dilute hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid. KOH, NaOH solutions, ionic salts, PbBr2, molten state, CuSO4 aqueous solution state. Non-electrolytes, chemical compounds which do not conduct electricity in the fused or aqueous solution state and do not undergo chemical decomposition due to the full flow of current through it. Non-electrolytes are covalent compounds. Particles in non-electrolytes are molecules only. Examples: pure or distilled water, alcohol, kerosene, carbon disulfide, liquid carbon tetrachloride, sucrose, glucose, sugar solution.
Okay. So clearly, all of these points we have already covered. Just now we have discussed all these points. So these are points of difference between electrolytes and non-electrolytes. First point is they conduct electricity in fused or aqueous state. Okay. Second thing is they do not conduct electricity, non-electrolytes. This is the first point of difference. Okay. Now, why only in fused and aqueous state they conduct electricity? Why? You understand why? Solid NaCl is a bad conductor. Can someone tell why only fused or aqueous state and they will conduct electricity? Why not in solid state? Can someone answer?
Sir, because in solid NaCl there are no free ions present to conduct electricity.
Yes, correct. Very good. So in solid NaCl, these ions are absent. Okay. Not that these ions are absent, these are not free. Okay. These ions are not free to move. Okay. So when you either melt it or you put it inside water. Okay. So melting will give you the fused NaCl, and fused NaCl comes from melting. Okay. And aqueous NaCl comes from dissolving in water. Dissolving in water. Okay. So they undergo chemical decomposition due to flow of current through it. So this is the cause of, this is the cause why solid NaCl don't conduct water. Okay. On melting, these ions are going to become free. Okay. The bond between them is going to get broken, the electrostatic bond, and then they are going to conduct electricity. Okay. Similarly, dissolving in water also does the same purpose. the Na plus and Cl minus get separated from each other, and they are now free to move in aqueous solution. Okay, so this is the first point of difference. Second point of difference is electrolytes are ionic compounds. So just now we discussed, because electrolytes are supposed to conduct electricity. Why something will conduct an electricity? Because they are going to have some ions in them, right? Some charge carriers are required in order to conduct electricity. So these are ionic compounds, and non-electrolytes are covalent compounds. Covalent compounds don't break into ions; they break into molecules only. Okay. Similarly, third point is this only: ions. The particles in electrolytes are ions only, or ions and molecules. Okay. And in this case, the particles are only molecules, no ions. Okay. And now here are some examples you can see. Okay, all of these examples are clear.
Yes, sir.
Vidushi, आपको? Hello, Vidushi, can you hear me? क्या हो गया इसको? Okay, चलो ठीक है. So, can someone tell me what is the formula of carbon disulfide quickly?
Sir, CS2.
CS2. Okay. Hello, Bias, is your mic working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why are you late today?
Sir, actually, I thought that I had to join on the other ID because last day you were teaching on that one.
Oh,
So I
okay.
thought that something is wrong, my network is wrong. So I got
Okay.
confused.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
sir.
Okay. So just note these things down, then we'll move forward.
Yes, sir. Then.
Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, next is the difference between strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. Strong electrolytes are electrolytes which allow large amount of electricity to flow, non-electrolytes which allow small amounts of electricity to flow. Okay. Hence, they are good conductors of electricity. These are poor conductors of electricity, but still they are conductors, right? These cannot be called as bad conductor of electricity. These are poor conductors. They conduct electricity, but the amount is little less. Okay. Second point of difference is strong electrolytes are completely dissociated in water. So this also we saw that the alpha will be 1. What is alpha? Bias बताइए. Hello, you remember Bias? We had discussed alpha, case of strong acid and weak acid. हाँ बोलिए.
Sir, can you repeat the question again?
हाँ, what is alpha? What is this degree of dissociation that we had studied in strong acid and weak acid? नहीं याद है? देखो, ये हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था ना, कोई strong acid होता है, let us say HCl. So that breaks into H plus and Cl minus. ठीक है? So
Yes,
because
sir.
this is a strong acid, इसका अगर आपने कितना लिया 1 मोल लिया, ठीक है? और इनिशियली आपके पास H प्लस कितना होगा 0 0, क्योंकि अभी आपने बस HCl डाला है सॉल्यूशन में, ठीक है? ओके?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
दिस इज T इक्वल टू 0. T इक्वल टू जब रिएक्शन फाइनल हो जाएगा तो HCl कितना बचेगा बताओ मेरे को?
Sir, 0.
Okay, so this will be 0. How much H plus will be there? बोलिए व्यास.
Sir, 1 mole?
1 mole.
No,
ठीक है?
sir. Yes, sir.
Correct. ठीक है? So this is the case with HCl. अब हम लोग देखते हैं किसी weak acid के साथ क्या होगा. Let us say we have CH3COOH. It is also going to break into H plus and Cl minus. ठीक है? So let us say you have 100 moles of this, 0 mole of this, 0 mole of this. Now when the reaction is final, this is t equal to 0, reaction is just started. What is the final value? So in the final value, what you are going to see, ये इसका 100 का 0 नहीं होगा, ठीक है? पता है आपको? Hello, Vyas, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So because this is a weak acid does not dissociate completely into its constituents. So here you are going to see only a small fraction of this will be converted, and that fraction is called as alpha. Okay? So the amount of CH3COH that has reacted till now, that will be 100 into alpha. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Reacted, or in other words dissociated. So that is why it is, this alpha is called as degree of dissociation. Okay? So it is the fraction of initial concentration that has dissociated. Okay? So in this case, this is 100 minus alpha has got reacted. So what is the amount remaining? 100 minus 100 alpha. So that is this thing. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now you tell me how much H plus and how much Cl minus will be here.
Sir, in which one?
In this one, CH3COH. How much H plus and how much Cl minus will be there? Oh, sorry, not Cl minus. This should be CH3COO minus. Okay. How much of these two will be there?
Sir, H will be
You see, in this case, what is happening? For 1 mole, you are getting 1 mole of this, 1 mole of this. Okay? For 1 mole of the dissociated HCl, you are having 1 mole H plus and 1 mole Cl minus, right?
yes, sir.
Now here, how much CH3COH has dissociated?
Sir, alpha.
Not alpha, 100 alpha. Alpha is a fraction. Okay?
It's 100 alpha.
100 alpha. So how much H plus will be produced?
Sir, 100 minus 100 alpha.
No, why 100 minus 100 alpha? 100 minus 100 alpha is the amount that is remaining. Okay? 100 alpha is the amount that is dissociated. बात समझ आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
तो जितना डिसोसिएट हुआ है उसके हिसाब से बनेगा ना. इसका 1 मोल डिसोसिएट होता है तो 1 मोल H प्लस बनता है, 1 मोल ये बनता है. तो इसका कितना डिसोसिएट हुआ है बताओ?
सर, उसका 100 अल्फा डिसोसिएट
100 अल्फा डिसोसिएट हुआ है तो H प्लस कितना बनेगा? 100 अल्फा. CH3C माइनस कितना बनेगा? 100 अल्फा. इज इट क्लियर?
यस सर.
ओके. So in this case, what you are seeing, इसको भी आप अल्फा के टर्म्स में लिख सकते हैं. 1 into 1 minus alpha. This is alpha. This is alpha. But in this case, अल्फा की वैल्यू क्या होती है? 1 होती है. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है? 1 दिख रहा है ना? ये चीज 1 है, ये चीज 1 है, ये चीज 0 है. तो अल्फा की वैल्यू क्या है? 1 है. बात समझ में आई?
Yes, sir.
But in this case, alpha is not equal to 1 in case of weak electrolytes. Is it clear, Vyas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is why this is a weak electrolyte, because it is not producing 100% ions. For 100 moles, you are not getting 100 moles H plus 100 moles CH3COH. That is the meaning of this statement, that this is partially dissociated. समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
ओके. सो स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स के आपके एग्जांपल्स क्या हो जाएंगे? जितने भी आपके स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड्स हैं, ठीक है, या फिर जितने भी स्ट्रॉन्ग बेसिस है, ठीक है, या फिर ऑल द सॉल्ट्स. Salts doesn't matter whether it is from a strong acid or a weak acid or strong base or a weak base. कोई भी salt होगा, that is going to be a strong electrolyte. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, for acids, there is weak acids. These are the compounds that are going to be weak electrolytes. Weak acids, weak bases, or salts that are insoluble, salts that are insoluble in water, ठीक है, तो वो बहुत कम आयंस में ब्रेक होगा सॉल्यूशन में, ठीक है. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. चलो ठीक है, इसको हम क्लियर करते हैं फिर. Okay, I'm clearing this. Just note it down once.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ERMS. Okay. Who is going to read? Bias, आप पढ़िए यहाँ से. Point number 4, electrolytics.
ERMS involved in electrolysis. Electrolytic cell. The device in which electrolysis is carried out is called the electrolytic cell or the voltameter, which contains electrodes, cathode and anode, and the electrolytic solution. Electrodes. Point number 1. Electrodes allow the electric current to enter or leave the electrolytic solution. Point number 2. The electrodes are 2 in number and are made of metal or carbon. Point number 3. Graphite carbon electrodes are used. When the products formed during electrolysis react with the metallic electrode. The electrodes are connected to a battery via a key or switch, and depending on their connection to the battery are classified as anode or cathode.
Okay, once again. So here are some characteristics of electrodes that are being mentioned. ठीक है. First of all, electrodes allow electric current to enter or leave the electrolytic solution. So from both of the electrodes, what is going to happen? You are going to connect. Let us say the connection is something like this, and let us say the electrolyte is this. Okay. So both the electrodes, what they are going to do, they are going to allow a free passage of electrons through them. Okay. So electrode से हमारी क्या होगी, electrode से electron release होगी और solution के through घूमते घूमते हमारा electron इधर आ जाएगा. ठीक है. Is it clear? Basically, it is the electron that is getting moved. Okay. So if electron, let us say, is moving in this direction, then the direction of current will be opposite to this. Everyone understands this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next point, the electrodes are 2 in number and are metal or carbon. Okay. So electrodes are either positive or negative, and they are made up of metal or carbon. So when we use carbon, that case is given here. Okay. When we use carbon electrode, or in other words, graphite electrode. Okay. When the product formed during electrolysis are reactive towards metals. Okay. Let us say some of the product that is getting formed in the reaction, they are reactive toward the metal. तो इसीलिए हम लोग क्या लगते हैं, graphite लेते हैं, because graphite is inert towards most of the compound. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you send me the recording of today's class? I am actually out of station.
Huh? Who is asking this? Adarsh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll send the recording. ठीक है, तो इसको नोट कर लो जल्दी से सब लोग.
Yes, sir. Noted now.
Okay. Next point, there is a difference between anodes and cathodes. Okay. So Vidushi, can you read it?
Anode, it is the electrode connected to the positive terminal of the battery. The electrode hence acquires a positive charge during electrolysis, and hence ions which are very negatively charged, that the anions migrate to the anode. The anions donate excess electrons to the anode and are oxidized to neutral atoms. Oxidizing electrode. The anode is the oxidizing electrode by which electrons leave the electrolyte. Loss of electrons from an atom or ion is called oxidation. Hence, oxidation takes place at the anode. Cathode. It is the electrode connected to the negative terminal of the battery. The electrode hence acquires a negative charge during electrolysis, and hence ions which are positively charged cations migrate to the cathode. The cations gain excess electrons from the cathode and are reduced to neutral atoms. Reducing electrode. The cathode is the reducing electrode by which electrons enter the electrolyte. Gain of electrons by an atom or ion is called reduction. Hence, reduction takes place at the cathode.
रिएक्शन पढ़िए कैथोड का एनोड का. हेलो विदुषी.
Chlorine. So, which reaction?
These two.
Chlorine anion loses one electron at anode and becomes neutral atom, and sodium cation gains an electron at cathode and becomes a neutral atom.
Okay. So in the figure you can see this is the cathode, this is the anode. Okay. First of all, electrode connected to the positive end is called as anode. This is the first point of difference. Electrode connected to the negative end of the battery, that is cathode. Okay. Electron hence acquires a positive charge during electrolysis. Hence the ions which are negatively charged migrate to the electron. Okay. Let us say the solution is made up of what? NaCl. Okay. So NaCl is going to break into Na plus ions and Cl minus ions. Okay. So at the anode, what is going to happen? The anions are going to migrate towards the anode. So anion Cl minus is going to migrate towards anode. Okay. And cations are going to get migrated towards cathode. So here is a cation Na plus, okay, that is going to get migrated towards the cathode. Okay. Okay. And why this is happening? Because it is negatively charged and this end is positively charged. So opposite charges attract each other. That is why the one that is connected to the positive end, that is going to attract the negative ions towards itself, and the one with a positive charge, that is going to attract that is going to get attracted toward the negative terminal. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what is going to happen? Here this chlorine is having some excess electrons. Okay. So these excess electrons are going to get donated so that this compound gets oxidized. Okay. So that is what is the meaning of this statement. So point number 3 I am elaborating here. The Cl minus is going to get converted into Cl and it is going to lose one electron. Okay. So this is example of oxidation. That is why it is also called as the oxidizing electrode. Okay. Similarly, on this side you can see, I'm marking with another pen, there is a gain of excess electron. Okay. This is Na plus. This gains an electron and forms Na. This is example of reduction. This I have marked with green. Okay. This is the difference between oxidation and reduction. Okay, is it clear? So here the excess of electron that is getting released, excess of ये वाला जो electron आपका निकला, ठीक है, Cl minus के conversion. This electron only travels from here to here और यहाँ पे आके वो same electron यहाँ पे Na प्लस के साथ रिएक्ट करता है and it forms Na. So that is what completes this circuit. ठीक है, समझ आ रहा है सबको? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So the anode is oxidizing the electron by which it's called oxidation. Cathode is reducing the electron, that is gain of electron. ठीक है, तो लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन हमने ऑलरेडी चार्ज के टर्म्स में समझा दिया. ठीक है, सो रिडक्शन में क्या होता है विदुषी, आप बताओ, चार्ज इंक्रीज होता है या चार्ज रिड्यूस होता है इन केस ऑफ रिडक्शन? हेलो विदुषी, कैन यू हियर मी?
फिर चार्ज इंक्रीज होता है.
इंक्रीज होता है किसमें? रिडक्शन में, राइट?
यस सर.
अरे हमने अभी बताया ना, चार्ज गेट्स रिड्यूस्ड इन केस ऑफ रिडक्शन. एक बार चिल्ला के बोला है, चार्ज गेट्स रिड्यूस्ड इन रिडक्शन. अभी सामने आपके रिएक्शन लिखा है तब आपको इतना दिक्कत हो रहा है. यहाँ पे देखो ना, चार्ज हेयर इट इज चार्ज इज +1 एंड हेयर चार्ज इज हाउ मच. इस पे कितना चार्ज है बताओ विदुषी? हेलो विदुषी, हाउ मच
Yes,
इज चार्ज
sir.
ऑन दिस सोडियम एटम?
+2.
+2 कहाँ है? 0 है ना. कहाँ है? इस पे कुछ चार्ज
Zero,
नहीं.
yes sir.
ओके, तो +1 से 0 हुआ तो ये इंक्रीज हुआ कि डिक्रीज हुआ?
Decrease.
डिक्रीज हुआ. ठीक है, तो रिडक्शन के केस में क्या होता है? रिड्यूस होता है. ठीक है, समझ में आया?
Yes sir.
ओके, ऑक्सीडेशन के केस में देखो, यहाँ पे चार्ज कितना है इस क्लोराइड पे?
-1.
-1. ठीक है, और यहाँ पे क्लोरीन बन गया तो कितना बन गया?
Neutral.
0. ठीक है, तो -1 से 0, दिस इज इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज?
Increase.
इंक्रीज. ठीक है, तो चार्ज क्या होता है? इस पे इंक्रीज होता है. लॉस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन से क्या होता है? चार्ज इंक्रीज होता है. गेन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन से क्या होता है? चार्ज डिक्रीज होता है. ठीक है, याद रहेगा सबको? बोलो एक बार. कुछ डाउट है इसमें किसी को? बोलो, शुड आई एक्सप्लेन अगेन?
No doubt sir.
ओके, चलो ठीक है, तो जस्ट नोट इट डाउन, फिर हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Yes, sir. Noted it down.
Okay, ions. Who is going to read it? Vishal, can you read it? Hello, Vishal.
Atoms which carry a positive or negative charge become free and mobile when an electric current is passed through an aqueous solution of a chemical compound. Depending on the type of electric charge, positive or negative, carried by an ion is further classified into anions and cations. Anions versus cations. They are negatively charged anions, they are positively charged ions. They migrate to the anode during electrolysis and are discharged at it. They migrate to the cathode during electrolysis and are discharged at it. They donate or lose electrons to the anode oxidation process and get oxidized to neutral atoms. They accept or gain electrons from the cathode reduction process and get reduced to neutral atoms.
Okay, तो ये पॉइंट सब क्लियर है? ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस्ड ऑल दिस. ठीक है, इसमें कुछ डाउट नहीं है, आगे बढ़े. Okay, then mechanism of electrolysis. Okay, Adarsh, can you read it?
Yes, sir. The process of mechanism of electrolysis was first explained by a Swedish chemist, Avante Arrhenius in
Arrhenius.
18
Arrhenius.
Arrhenius by
Arrhenius. Arrhenius नहीं, Arrhenius.
Arrhenius. In 1887, the main findings or postulates of of his theories are as following. An electrolyte on dissolving in water dissociates into free ions and anions and follows the flow of electric current through it. The degree of dissociation is the extent to which an electrolyte dissociates or breaks up into ions. All ions carry an electric charge and are responsible for the flow of current through the solution. The amount of electricity conducted by the electrolyte depends upon the concentration of the ions in the solution. The number of positive charges on the ions equals to the number of negative charges, and thus the solution is electrolytic equilibrium. An equilibrium is also established between the ions produced and the anionized molecules. Characteristics of electrolysis.
Just wait.
Okay.
ठीक है, तो मैकेनिज्म ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स ऑलरेडी हम लोग ये सब अभी जस्ट देखे, ठीक है। तो दिस वाज डिस्कवर्ड बाय आर्हेनियस, ठीक है। उन्होंने क्या क्या पोस्टुलेट दिया, पहला कि इलेक्ट्रोलाइट ऑन डिसॉल्विंग इन वाटर इट डिसोसिएट्स इनटू फ्री कैटायंस एंड अनायंस, ठीक है। तो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया एक्वस सॉल्यूशन में, मोल्टन सॉल्यूशन में क्या होगा, फ्री कैटायंस फ्री अनायंस रहेंगे, सॉल्यूशन में वो मूव कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन ऑलरेडी वी डिस्कस्ड, अल्फा इट इज द एक्सटेंट टू व्हिच एन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट डिसोसिएट्स, ठीक है। अल्फा को हमने डिटेल में ये एग्जांपल के थ्रू देखा था, HCl और CS3COH। एवरीवन इज क्लियर ऑन दिस?
Yes, sir.
Next, we discussed about all ions carry an electrical charge and are responsible for flow of current. The amount of electricity depends upon the concentration of ions. Already we discussed this. The current that is going to be conducted will be directly proportional to the degree of dissociation. Strong electrolytes के लिए ये value क्या होगी, high होगी, weak electrolytes के कम होगी, non electrolytes के लिए 0 होगी. Everyone is clear on this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
बाकी ये विदुषी और बियास क्यों नहीं बोल रहे?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next point is the number of positive charges on ions equals the number of negative charges, and thus the solution is an electrolytic equilibrium. Okay. तो हमारा जो solution है, although individually अगर देखा जाए तो इसके अंदर दोनों तरह के ions हैं, ठीक है। ये ions भी है और ये ions भी है, लेकिन दोनों का नंबर क्या होगा, इक्वल होगा, ठीक है। दोनों का नंबर इस तरह से इक्वल होगा कि ओवरऑल सॉल्यूशन हमारा क्या रहे, न्यूट्रल रहे। बात समझ में आई? हेलो?
हाँ सर।
Yes, sir.
That is why it is, this state is known as state of equilibrium, ठीक है। जब यहाँ पे ओवरऑल कुछ हमारा नेट चार्ज क्या हो, 0 हो, ठीक है। जितने कैटायंस है उतने ही अनायंस है। बात समझ में आ रही है सबको?
हाँ सर।
Yes, sir.
सिमिलरली जिस तरह से एक इक्विलिब्रियम हमारा, दिस इज इक्विलिब्रियम 1, ठीक है। ये किसके किसके बीच है, पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव आयंस के बीच, ठीक है। सेकंड सिमिलर इक्विलिब्रियम विल एग्जिस्ट इन these cations ionized and unionized forms, ठीक है। तो this is the ionized form, this is the unionized form, ठीक है। Similarly for chlorine also this will be Cl minus, will be Cl plus E minus. So this is the ionized form, this is the unionized form. इन दोनों के बीच भी क्या होता है, एक इक्विलिब्रियम एग्जिस्ट करता है। बात समझ में आई?
Yes, sir.
So that is your this point. An equilibrium is also established between the product ions produced and unionized molecules, ठीक है। Okay, आगे बढ़े?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Between the ions produced and unionized molecules. एक मिनट रुकिए। इसको erase करो। Second वाला जो ये point बोल रहा है, this is not in relation to this. ये वाला जो point है आपका, ये रेड कलर का, this point is in relation to, this point is in relation to अल्फा, ठीक है। हमारा जो मॉलिक्यूल है, लेट अस से CH3COOH है, ठीक है। तो ये ब्रेक होगा H+ और CH3COO-, ठीक है। So this is the ionized form and this is the unionized form. बात समझ में आई सबको? तो सेकंड वाला जो इक्विलिब्रियम का बात हो रहा है दैट इज बिटवीन दीज टू, ठीक है? इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
ये वाला इक्विलिब्रियम इज फॉर दिस थिंग। ओके, तो जस्ट नोट इट डाउन, फिर हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं।
Yes, sir. Then.
Okay, now characteristic of electrolysis. Vishal, can you read it?
The passage of electricity through an electrolyte causes the metallic ions cations to migrate towards the cathode and non-metallic ions anions to migrate towards the anode. The preferential discharge of the ions depends on its position to the electrochemical series. The number of electrons gained by the anode is equal to the number of electrons donated by the cathode. The products of electrolysis are formed at the anode and cathode itself, since the exchange of electrons takes place only at the surface of the electrode. Only hydrogen gas and metals are liberated at the cathode and hence called electropositive elements. Only non-metals are liberated at the anode and are called electronegative elements.
Okay, तो electrolysis के कुछ characteristics दी है। सबसे पहला the passage of electricity through electrolyte causes the metal ions migrate toward the cathode। तो ये हम लोगों ने ऑलरेडी देख लिया, जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज हमारा, जो टर्मिनल हमारा पॉजिटिव एंड से कनेक्टेड है उसके तरफ क्या होंगे, निगेटिव आयंस जाएंगे, ठीक है? जो टर्मिनल हमारा निगेटिव एंड से कनेक्टेड है उसके तरफ क्या जाएंगे, पॉजिटिव आयंस जाएंगे। इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
सब लोग बोलो।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Preferential discharge of ion depends on the position in electrochemical series. Okay. तो हमारे पास क्या होता है, एक इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज करके एक टेबल होता है, ठीक है? कौन सा आयन पहले डिस्चार्ज होगा वो हमको उसी टेबल के बेसिस पे पता चलता है, ठीक है? जैसे यहाँ पे तो हमारा सिचुएशन सिंपल है, हमारे पास बस एक पॉजिटिव आयन है और एक निगेटिव आयन है, ठीक है? आगे जब आप और कॉम्प्लिकेटेड केस देखेंगे तो उसमें हमारे इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में मिक्सचर हो सकता है, ठीक है? जैसे दिस इज योर इलेक्ट्रोलाइट और इसके अंदर NaCl भी है और क्या है, लेट अस से AlCl3 भी है। तो इसके अंदर तीन तरह के आयंस होंगे, Na+ के, Cl- के और Al+3 के, ठीक है? तो उसमें से कौन सा वाला निगेटिव तो एक ही है, तो यही हमारा क्या होगा, डिकम्पोज होगा, ठीक है? यही मतलब क्या बोले, इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज करेगा, क्लोरीन बनाएगा, ठीक है? यहाँ पे कटायंस के साथ क्या होगा, पंगा होगा, क्योंकि कटायंस हमारे पास दो है, Na+ एंड Al+3। अब इस दोनों में से कौन पहले डिस्चार्ज होगा वो हमारा इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज से पता चलता है। इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the second important point. Third point is the number of electrons gained by electron is equal to number of electrons donated by cathode। तो वही हमने इलेक्ट्रिकल न्यूट्रलिटी जो बोला, ठीक है? इक्विलिब्रियम जो मेंटेन रहेगा पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव आयंस का, so that equilibrium is going to make sure कि जितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इधर से रिलीज हो रहे हैं उतने ही इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्या हो, इस साइड कंज्यूम हो जाए। बात समझ में आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
So that the overall solution remains in equilibrium, that is it remains neutral, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next point, the products of हाँ बोलो। चलो ठीक
Sir, I'm just saying yes, sir.
Okay. The products of electrolysis are formed at anode and cathode itself. So the exchange of electron takes place only at the surface of electrodes. This point is very important. Exchange of electrons कहाँ होता है? सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपके इलेक्ट्रोड के सरफेस पे होता है, ठीक है? बस ये आपका यहाँ पे जो सरफेस होगा आपके इलेक्ट्रोड्स का, let us say this is your positive, this is the electrode that is connected to the positive end, this is the electrode that is connected to the negative end. Only on the surface of these electrodes, ठीक है? बस इसके सरफेस पे ही क्या हो रहा है, Cl- is getting converted into Cl with the release of electron। बस इसके सरफेस पे ही क्या हो रहा है, Na+ is going to accept an electron and it is going to convert to Na। बात समझ में आ रही है? This takes place only at the surface of the electrodes, ठीक है? और कहीं नहीं होगा। Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now logically आप देख सकते हैं हमारा निगेटिव एंड कौन था, निगेटिव एंड था हमारा कैथोड, ठीक है? पॉजिटिव एंड हमारा क्या था, एनोड, ठीक है? तो लॉजिकली आप देख सकते हो ओनली नॉन मेटल्स आर लिबरेटेड एट एनोड, क्योंकि एनोड पे क्या होता है, एनोड पे क्या होता है, ऑक्सीडेशन की रिडक्शन। विदुषी बताइए।
So oxidation.
ऑक्सीडेशन, वेरी गुड। तो एनोड पे हमारा ऑक्सीडेशन होता है, और ऑक्सीडाइज कौन करेगा, जो पहले से नेगेटिव चार्ज है, राइट। तो नेगेटिव चार्ज हमारे नॉन मेटल्स होते हैं, तो इसलिए नॉन मेटल्स किधर रिलीज होते हैं, एनोड पे, ठीक है। एंड बिकॉज ऑफ अ सिमिलर रीजन हमारे जितने भी कटायंस होंगे वो किधर रिलीज होंगे, कैथोड पे, क्योंकि उनको क्या करना है, रिडक्शन करना है। इवन हाइड्रोजन गैस भी कैसे रिलीज होता है, H+ आयंस हमारे इधर जाते हैं, और ये हाइड्रोजन एटम एक इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करके हाफ मोल ऑफ H2 बना देते हैं, ठीक है। सो अगेन दिस इज ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन। बताइए विदुषी, H+ से H2 बन रहा है, दिस इज ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन।
So oxidation.
नहीं, ऑक्सीडेशन कैसे है, चार्ज देखो ना आप, यहाँ पे चार्ज कितना है H+ पे, बताओ।
1.
1, ठीक है, +1। हाइड्रोजन पे चार्ज कितना है इधर,
2.
2 नहीं है, 0 है ना, ऊपर चार्ज कहाँ है इस पे कुछ।
तो फिर रिडक्शन हो जाए।
हाँ, रिडक्शन हो रहा है, ठीक है। H2 पे चार्ज आपने 2 क्यों बोला, दिस इज न्यूट्रल मॉलिक्यूल ना, यहाँ पे हम H2 2+ थोड़ी बोल रहे हैं कि आपने इस पे चार्ज +2 बोला, ठीक है।
Yes sir.
ओके, तो इसलिए हमारे जितने भी मेटल्स होंगे और हाइड्रोजन होगा, दैट विल बी रिलीज्ड एट कैथोड। इज इट completely clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just take a note of this, then we'll clear this.
Yes, sir.
ओके, विदुषी आप पढ़िए इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक डिसोसिएशन।
The process due to which an ionic compound in the fused state or in aqueous solution state dissociates into ions by passage of electric current through it is called electrolytic dissociation.
ओके, आगे पढ़िए।
Electrolytic dissociation is a process which takes place in electrovalent compounds. Ionization is a process which takes place in covalent compounds. Electrolytic dissociation involves separation of ions the ions which are already present in an ionic compound, and ionization involves formation of charged ions from the molecules which are not in the ionic state. Lead bromide gives lead plus bromine, and hydrogen chloride gives hydrogen plus chlorine. Ionization may also involve atoms changing into ions.
ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक डिसोसिएशन और आयोनाइजेशन के बीच एक इंपॉर्टेंट डिफरेंस दिया गया है, ठीक है। इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक डिसोसिएशन is it is what takes place in case of electrovalent compounds, ठीक है, and ionization is something that takes place in covalent compounds, ठीक है। बस ये टर्म्स का थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है। सारे कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड जरूरी नहीं है आपके जो आयोनाइजेशन शो करें, ठीक है, नॉट दैट all covalent compounds shall undergo ionization, ठीक है। बस कुछ सेलेक्टेड ही आपके कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड्स ऐसे होंगे जो आयंस में ब्रेक करें। फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे HCl इज अ कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड, ठीक है। हाइड्रोजन और क्लोरीन के बीच हम लोगों ने ऐसे डॉट डॉट बना के स्ट्रक्चर देखा था, ठीक है। So it is a covalent compound, but when put in aqueous solution, it dissociates into ions. So this is a process of ionization. Okay. In the case of electrolytic decomposition, आप क्या करते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करते हैं, ठीक है। इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करके क्या होता है, यहाँ पे सेपरेशन ऑफ आयंस होता है, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे इसके अंदर ऑलरेडी क्या है, आयंस आर ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट, आयंस आर ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट, ठीक है। आपने बस क्या किया, उनको सेपरेट कर दिया, ठीक है। we are simply separating it, ठीक है। ions are already present, we are simply separating it, ठीक है. Whereas in case of ionization we are actually producing ions. ठीक है. HCl के अंदर ions are not already present here. Ions are not already present. ठीक है. So actually by putting it in water, what you are doing, you are forming the ions. ठीक है. It is not that it was already present और आप बस उसको separate कर रहे हैं. That is the case of electrolytic dissociation. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है ionization में, ions are actually getting formed. ठीक है. मतलब इसके पहले ions नहीं थे, covalent compound था हमारा. Now ions are getting formed. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just note this thing down. फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Yes, sir.
Mechanism of electrolysis, electrolytic dissociation. Okay, Bias, can you read it? Hello, Bias.
Electrolytic, yes, sir.
पढ़िए.
Electrolytic dissociation of ionic compounds. Solid sodium chloride is a non-electrolyte and does not allow electricity to pass through it, but dissociates in the molten or fused or in aqueous solution state. Thus, sodium chloride will conduct electricity only in fused or aqueous solution state. A. In the molten state, fused. Point number 1. Ionic compounds, for example, NaCl, contain positively charged metallic ions, Na plus ions, and negatively charged non-metallic ions, Cl minus. Point number 2. These ions are not free but held together by strong electrostatic force of attraction. Due to this, an ionic compound in the solid state is a bad conductor of electricity, since free ions are essential for conducting electricity. Point number 3. When an ionic compound is heated strongly, the ions gain kinetic energy and break loose and move freely. Point number 4. The molten solution then becomes a good conductor of electricity.
Okay. तो यहाँ पे आपने देखा molten state में already we have discussed all these things. ठीक है. Solid sodium chloride, why it is not a good conductor? Because there are no free ions. Already we discussed. And on heating, this is the mechanism how heating is going to create these ions. ठीक है. So when you provide when you heat it strongly, ठीक है. So ions they get kinetic energy and they break loose and they move freely. For example, यहाँ पे figure में दिखा है. This is a solid state. The ions, oppositely charged ions, are held by strong electrostatic force of attraction. ठीक है. बहुत strong इसके अंदर opposite charges के अंदर क्या है? Attraction का force है. ठीक है. But slowly when you are heating it, तो heat करने से क्या होता है? इसकी और इसकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीजेस. ठीक है. इसकी भी काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज करती है, इसकी भी काइनेटिक एनर्जी क्या होती है? इंक्रीज होती है. तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज होगी तो ये धीरे धीरे क्या करते हैं? वाइब्रेट करना शुरू करते हैं. ठीक है. फिर फर्दर इनकी एनर्जी अगर इंक्रीज करते जाओ तो क्या होता है? ये एक दूसरे के इन्फ्लुएंस के बाहर चले जाते हैं. एंड दैट इज हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू गेट दिस फ्री आयंस. बात समझ में आई सबको?
Yes, sir.
So that is the mechanism of how this molten salts are going to conduct electricity. ठीक है. Okay, इसको जल्दी से इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then aqueous state में क्या होता है? विदुषी, can you read it?
Water is a polar solvent and exhibits charge distribution in its molecule. In water, each hydrogen atom develops a slight positive charge while the oxygen atom develops a slight negative charge. When sodium chloride is dissolved in water, it dissociates into sodium ion and chloride ions, which move freely in solution. This is due to the fact that slightly negatively charged oxygen atoms of the water exerts a pull on the positively charged sodium ion. A similar pull is exerted by the slightly positively charged hydrogen atoms of the water on the negatively charged chloride ions. Thus, sodium and chloride ions become free in solution.
Okay, तो this is the shape of a water molecule. ठीक है, water molecule हमारा जो H2O होता है, that looks something like this. और इसको अगर आप, तो as you can see, इन दोनों में ज्यादा इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव कौन है, बताओ. हेलो.
Sir, oxygen.
हाँ, why oxygen is more, अच्छा, oxygen is more electronegative, इसका मतलब क्या है? Okay, Bias, can you tell it? What is the meaning of the statement that oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen?
Sir, it means that it has a higher tendency of attracting electrons.
Attracting the shared pair of electrons. ठीक है? So these two electrons will be more close toward the oxygen. So oxygen पे क्या होगा? हल्का सा एक negative charge आएगा. ठीक है? तो आपके बुक में यहाँ पे S plus जैसा आपको दिख रहा है, this is not actually S plus, this is delta plus. D लिख के ऐसे ऊपर बना देना. ठीक है? This is delta plus. एंड ऑक्सीजन के ऊपर क्या होता है? डेल्टा माइनस, मतलब हल्का सा डेल्टा माइनस रिप्रेजेंट्स स्लाइट नेगेटिव चार्ज. ठीक है, अगर पूरा नेगेटिव चार्ज होता तो हम लोग इसको O माइनस लिखते हैं, लेकिन पूरा नहीं है, हल्का सा नेगेटिव चार्ज है, तो उसको हम डेल्टा माइनस से लिख रहे हैं. इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीवन?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Similarly for the hydrogens also they will exhibit some delta positive charge. ठीक है, तो ओवरऑल अगर आपको देखा जाए तो आप ऑक्सीजन एटम को रफली इस तरह से डिनोट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, जिसमें एक साइड आप नेगेटिव मार सकते हैं, एक साइड पॉजिटिव मार सकते हैं. ठीक है, तो ये एंड आपका किसको रिप्रेजेंट करता है? हाइड्रोजन्स को. ये एंड किसको रिप्रेजेंट करता है? ऑक्सीजन को. बात समझ में आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो अब हमारे पास जब NaCl मॉलिक्यूल पानी के अंदर जाएगा, सो दिस इज योर Na+ और Cl-, इसके अंदर क्या है? स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन है. ठीक है, स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. तो पानी के अंदर गया तो पानी को ड्रॉ कर दो. ठीक है, ये पानी है, हम इस फॉर्म में डिनोट कर रहे हैं सबको. ठीक है, बहुत सारे क्या है? पानी के मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं इधर. ठीक है, Na+ को सराउंड कर लिए, सिमिलरली Cl- को सराउंड कर लेंगे. ठीक है, और ये सराउंड कैसे करेंगे? Na+ को इस तरह से सराउंड करेंगे कि ये निगेटिव वाला साइड जो है वो क्या हो? हमारे Na+ के पास हो. तो निगेटिव नेगेटिव 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 नेगेटिव. ठीक है, और पॉजिटिव वाला साइड क्या हो? हमारा Na के दूर हो. तो दिस इज पॉजिटिव 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 पॉजिटिव. बात समझ में आ रही है सबको?
Yes, sir.
सिमिलरली क्लोरीन को किस तरह से अट्रैक्ट करेंगे कि इसके पॉजिटिव चार्ज हमारे क्या है? क्लोरीन के पास है. तो दिस आर पॉजिटिव 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 पॉजिटिव. नेगेटिव क्या होंगे? दूर होंगे. नेगेटिव 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 नेगेटिव. तो नेगेटिव मतलब ऑक्सीजन वाला साइड, पॉजिटिव मतलब हाइड्रोजन वाला साइड. बात समझ में आई?
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो अब धीरे धीरे क्या होंगे? ये वाला नेगेटिव चार्ज, ये वाला नेगेटिव चार्ज, ये सारे जो नेगेटिव चार्ज है, ये क्या करेंगे? Na+ को अपने तरफ खींचेंगे. ठीक है, और ये वाले जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज है ये क्लोरीन को अपने तरफ खींचेंगे. बात समझ में आ रही है? तो
Yes, sir.
उनके पुलिंग के कारण क्या होगा? ये Na और Cl एक दूसरे से क्या होंगे? सेपरेट हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, और हमारा सिस्टम कुछ ऐसा हो जाएगा. ये हमारा Na+ आयन हो गया, ये हमारा Cl- हो गया, और इसके चारों ओर हमारे वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स. ठीक है, और इसके चारों ओर भी हमारे क्या है? वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स. तो इन दोनों के बीच अभी भी अट्रैक्शन है. किसके किसके बीच? वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स और इसके बीच. इधर अभी भी अट्रैक्शन है, लेकिन ये वाला अट्रैक्शन क्या हो चुका है? खत्म हो चुका है Na+ और Cl- का. बात समझ में आई सबको? बोलो बोलो.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो इसलिए हमारा क्या हुआ? इन्फ्लुएंस खत्म हो गया, हमारे आयंस फ्री हुए. अब मूव करने के लिए अभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्ट करेंगे. ठीक है, तो जस्ट क्विकली नोट इट डाउन.
Yes, sir.
ओके,
Noted.
चलो ठीक है. फ्रॉम हियर विल कंटिन्यू इन आवर नेक्स्ट क्लास. ठीक है, ओके, चलो ठीक है. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.